Good morning and welcome to the show. Today we're talking about memory. Our guest is Dr. Phyllis Ray. Dr. Ray has done quite a period research on memory and how the brain works. Hello and welcome, Dr. Ray. Hi, thanks for having me. Now I complain that worry about my memory sometimes, and I'm pretty sure that some of our listeners have similar worries. So I hope you can give us some tips. Well, I think I probably can. One thing that people often don't realize and they feeling anxious and worried about your memories. Well, I definitely have two negative effects on your memory. So I was means that if you're feeling stressed out because, for example, you're also forgetting people's name, well, the stress of worrying about will actually make it harder to remember them. Really? So we were trying not to worry about it so much. Exactly. Well, we are going to let our listeners get in on these conversations. Let's see what you want to know about memory. First, you have to Roberto to furnace calling. Hello, Roberto. What are your questions? Hi, you first forgetting people's name. I have a terrible problem with this. So I wondering and I went many little tricks and I came to you to have the misremember. Yes, that definitely are. With also to my tricks and techniques, the words are to make the names you're trying to remember as meaningful and memorable as possible. Try to as close case and want to actions. Try to make image that the right is popular. For example, if you make some time to name have fear, talk about moments and convert to image. Let's see, I must picture the name staying in the fields and next to an immerser and the red heart, and the name son readers in the last lessons on the head. You can picture many words be helpful. I make this really emotionally. Actually, the simplest is the better because they are more likely to remember. Thank you, that's really helpful. I think having techniques to use to have me feel less worried these two. Good, so that we'll have to with the three factors we talk about. Thanks for calling, Professor. Our next call the team calling from the person. Hi, team. Hi, this is a race topic. Thanks, good. My question is about worries, the progress on memories or not. Give the hurries more and more the people exercise and training to the range and things like this day. Well, it is also to have people saying the how to work it about rain and a similar way to working about our brain body. Is it true? So I trying to exercise my brain. Great question. And the question is yes. Research are definitely sorry to exercise for range in a pandemic goal. And yes, this is a renewal your exercise or a member hour. And they want to also to bodies awareness muscles and they want to work in a training just as the withdrawal muscle in our body. So how do you give us a range and workout? Yes, there are lots of ways. A lot of puzzles, for example, cowords puzzle are good for brains. Puzzle involves picture and diagrams for girls, and there are many actually a lot of girls books and available now with many different ideas on how to give a range and a workout. I don't remember them from the post that they give interesting to use and then do you exercise? Okay, I will. Thanks. And for example, thank for question. I want also to add and giving the brain some exercise is a good idea when one gets older. As affects the brain, just like getting affects the body. So I regularly is worrying about the brain can you have it stay healthy as an age. Does it seem like to as arthritis, as a cyclist, and since you're all getting older? Okay, our next call the Lily from Chicago. Hello Lily, Hi, I think my memory is pretty good, but I think that's really crazy that I watched something on the tip of my tongue, but I just can't remember it. Oh, a tip of a term symptom. When I start trying to remember it's so clear and they just do think of it. I'll remember harder to try to words to get right. Yes, exactly. I thought the best approach is talking about the topic. For example, if you're trying to remember the name of the movie, talking about what the story is about, how the characters are, and so on, this gives a range to words on it, and very often, if you don't pass off to our heart and they want to compare to you, thanks, okay, time for a read, and you come to a moment minutes from the rest of the question.